Today we're going to be looking at cars from Greenlight, Sparky, Tomica Limited Vintage, Johnny Lightning, Matchbox, and of course Hot Wheels. This was actually a relatively quiet week for me. I did not find a huge number of things in stores because the stores are just, as we all know, the the shipping issues have left us with very empty stores as far as diecast cars are concerned. But I did find this Hot Wheels convertible set in Walmart. It was pretty much the only thing that they had. They had obviously just put it out because I was able to grab the entire set all at one time. I've seen this set in other videos, and I wasn't sure I was going to grab the whole thing. But as I started to pull them off the pegs, there weren't too many that were kind of uninteresting to me. So I went ahead and grabbed the whole set. And so we're gonna take a look at these and crack them open. So number 1 of 10. So we'll quickly look at the back of the card. Get this to focus. So this is number 1 of 10. It's a 65 Ford Mustang convertible, and there's a couple variations on the card art for this series. This one, they're all but next to the water, and this one is looks to be like in maybe Spain or somewhere along those lines. So this is a very cool metallic brown color, and this is a casting that I really like. This is a nice metallic brown, white stripes. Or actually, it's not even. I mean, is it brown? It's got red metal flake in it, so it gives it. It's a very nice finish, in reality, especially for a Hot Wheels. I mean, it looks brown on the surface, but it's got a lot more character to the paint than I was expecting. Yeah, cool. White interior, not a whole lot going on there, but it's a Hot Wheels, so no detail on the front or the back, just on the side. But yeah, this is a beautiful car. I really like this one. Number 2 of 10, a 69 Camaro Convertible. Looks like actually this one's a little bit messed up. Looks like this wheel is bent, and this one has the same card art. Yeah. Oh wow, that's really wedged in there. Okay. It seems to be fine. So again, this is a pretty cool version of this car. The paint is just a gloss yellow, no metallic in it or anything, but it's a nice color combination. The side graphics look really good. No detail on the front or back, and then a black interior, but the yellow and black combination is really nice. And these wheels actually don't look too bad. They're kind of an old school Hot Wheels style wheel, but yeah, again, another nice version of the car. Number 3 of 10 is a 1955 Corvette, and I don't know. I think maybe I have one version of this casting already. Although I'm not entirely sure about that. I seem to remember picking one up. Again, it's the same scene. So there's 4 with this scene, and then 3 of the other 2 scenes. But this is a nice. This one does get detail on the front, and then the sides. So no rear detail. Red interior. And it's just kind of a light yellow color, and again, no metal flake or anything to it. And you get a chrome grille, which is part of the base. So this is interesting. This has a metal base, so it is metal on metal. I guess just so you can get this chrome piece in the front. Yeah, that's very cool and very surprising to see in a modern Hot Wheels. I think I do have one version of this casting because I remember being surprised by that before. and I think it was on this same casting. But yeah, overall another excellent model. So far, I'm loving this set. The next up, we get a Corvette C6 in this gloss black and orange. This is not necessarily my favorite casting, but it actually looks pretty good in this color. Again, you get top tampos and then side tampos, which is good on this car because then top tampo gives you headlights, and then of course no rear tampo because of that. But yeah, overall, even though this is not necessarily my favorite casting, this is a very nice looking version of this again. So that's the set so far is 4 for 4 for me. These are all really great. And then next up, this one's definitely a winner. 64 Lincoln Continental Convertible in this beautiful blue. Looks like this is probably a blue metallic with gold wheels, or silver wheels. Yeah, silver wheels. All right, come on, camera. There you go. Yeah, so this is very nice lowrider style, blue metallic. And again, it's just they did a fantastic job on this one for, a mainline level Hot Wheels, or I mean, I guess these are slightly more expensive. I think these cost like $2 instead of $1. So they're a little bit more expensive than a typical mainline, but and maybe that makes a difference. Maybe they do actually put a little bit more into these than they do to the typical mainlines. I always kind of considered these sets to be, just mainlines that you paid more for, but these have all been really beautiful, and this one is no exception. So you get a chrome base, plastic base on this one, and no detail on the front, but you get these beautiful graphics on the side and the top, and then the interior is very nice. There's an actual steering wheel in there, which is fantastic. Yeah. So it's 5 for 5. So number 6 is a 67 Pontiac Gto, and this is the second variation on the card art. It's more of an evening scene, still next to the water with sailboats, but it's a very nice card. And it's another casting that I'm not sure how much I like it. The big wheels on this don't look that good to me, but the red and black looks nice. Not bad at all. Nice chrome front end, but no additional detail because you got top tampo, Hot Wheels on the hood, and then the side stripes with the GTO logo, and so no rear tampo or anything. Yeah, definitely, this is definitely not my favorite casting, and this is probably the weakest of this set so far. So I don't know. This isn't bad, but yeah, definitely the weakest for me. Okay, next up is this number 7 of 10, 49 Merc in this green. It's another kind of a lowrider style, the same evening card art. In green. It's again a nice metallic green. It's got a slightly yellow cast to it, which I guess does kind of come through on the camera. And you do get front detail. Actually, yeah, that's interesting. You get front detail, top tampos, and side tampos. So you got 4 tampo passes on this one, which is cool. The interior on this one is terrible. This steering wheel is tombstone steering wheel. So that's not great, but yeah, I don't know. This is pretty cool. This is another casting. It's a little hit or miss for me. but this is a nice looking version of it. Yeah, cool. This is a great set. Move this guy out of the way. Number 8 of 10 is this Porsche Boxster Spider. And just looks like a gloss white. And this is the third card variation. I guess we should look at that a little bit. Again, next to the water, but another daylight scene. Have a lighthouse up on the hill and some palm trees. So, yeah. Overall, this is a very cool set. I believe in the U.S. this set is a Walmart exclusive kind of thing. This is the first version of this casting that I have. And looking at it in the package, I wasn't too sure about it. It seemed a little out of proportion, and I suppose it probably is. But I love white cars with black wheels, so I think this looks really cool. Even if the casting itself maybe is probably not the best, but it still looks very nice. Interior's not bad. Has some pretty decent detail. It's hard to see on the camera, but let's see. Yeah, quite a bit of detail. The steering wheel is just a solid piece of plastic, but it does have a rim molded into it, which is not bad. But yeah, this is another hit for me. So pretty cool set. And then this one's definitely a winner for me. I love this Pagani. So this is number 9 of 10 in purple and gold. And I think Hot Wheels has done a great job on this casting. Actually I don't have it in reach. I have the Mini GT version as well, but I just returned it to its display shelf. Yeah, this is beautiful. Beautiful version. The wheels look great. Paint looks great. You get Tampo Pass on the top. Get the headlights. Nothing on the side, but you get rear detail. So yeah, this is just a beautiful model. The interior, the steering wheel's not great. There's not any detail in it, but it's okay. But otherwise, you don't really look at the interior. Just looking at the car itself, this is a beautiful car. Okay, and finally, the last one, the 15 Jaguar F-Type Project 7, silver. It's like another metallic finish. This is another casting that I'm not super enthused by, these big rear wheels. I do have quite a few versions of this though. This was actually one of the first Hot Wheels castings that I ever got. I think I got the ID version of this car first. And this is a nice looking version of it. It's silver with gray, this gray roundel and the top tampos with the headlights. No rear tampos, but still not bad. Not my favorite casting, for sure, but not a bad version. All right, so that's this convertible set. This may have another name. I don't know what it's called. They're all convertibles, though, so we can call it the convertible set. And overall, it's a beautiful set. I think my favorite out of it's going to be this Lincoln is fantastic, and then my least favorite is the probably the GTO, which is unfortunate because I love GTOs. Just that particular casting's not the best. Okay, moving on. So one other Hot Wheels. This is one I picked this up a few weeks ago. It's the only one of this set that I have found. I missed this set when it hit stores originally, This was the only Hot Wheels Premium hanging on the pegs at the time, and so I went ahead and grabbed it. It's your typical, this is Boulevard. I believe this was the first mix of the year, second mix. Must have been the first mix of the year. And, you know, as typical, in typical Boulevard style, the set of cars is just it's kind of a wacky grab bag of things that don't really go together. But I do love this Cosmo, and I would really love to get this WRX as well. And these two are pretty cool. Drag bus, I can take it or leave it. But if I could find all of them, I would complete the set. But who knows if I'll ever find all of them? And I'm not going to go out of my way to get them. So anyway, for now, I'll be happy with this one. And since it's not likely that I'll find the rest of these, I'm going to go ahead and open it. Normally, if it's a set that I'm planning to complete, I will just hang on to them until I get all of them. But not for this one. So this is Mad Mike Motorsport version or livery. And this looks pretty cool. The last version of this they put out was all white. This one doesn't look too bad. You know, of course, this is a premium release, so you get full detail all around. And I think the wheels actually look pretty good in yellow, even if they do look a little bit plasticky. But I love this car, though. It's just a very cool car. So I was happy to find that, even if I didn't find the rest of the set. All right, so let's take a look at this Tomica. I got this Tomica in a trade with David at Twice Diecast, and so let's give this thing a quick look. It's RX-7 in a nice red color. This is a Tomica Limited Vintage Neo. And Tomica Limited Vintage is always great. Although the wheels on this one really are not the best. They almost look like the kind of wheels you would find on a premium Tomica Premium, except for they do have rubber tires. But there's just not a lot of depth to them. So, but overall, it's a very nice casting. Maybe not the most exciting car in the world, but happy to have it. Get it to focus. Helpful. And Mazda and RX-7 on the back. So, very nice. Very cool. David, thank you for that. This does come with what looks like a splitter that you can put on if you want to. So you can put that on the front. Just give it a little bit more sporty character if you did that, but like most people, I just leave the extra parts in the box and don't really worry about them. All right, next up, another car that I've been really looking forward to getting out of the package is this Porsche. This is a 911 RSR in a livery that is a tribute to a livery that was run on a Porsche 917 in the early 70s, I believe, called the Pink Pig. And they ran this as a tribute to that at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And this one actually won the LMGTE Pro class at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And it's a very famous livery showing how a butcher might chop up a pig, I guess. And let's get this off the base. The Sparkies are very nice with easily removable bases that don't even require a screwdriver. But so this is the GTE version of the 911 RSR. Sparky puts out both the GTE or GTLM, as they're known in the United States, version of the car, as well as the GT3 version, or they actually have a couple different versions of the GT3 car. And the GTE car is the faster of the cars. It has more aero. There's a much bigger diffuser in the back, and is, just overall, it's just faster version of the car. But this is very cool. I've had this one sitting around for a while, waiting for an opportunity to get it out of the package. A nice white roll cage in there. I love Sparkies, just because I love race cars so much, and that's pretty much all they do. And they do a great job. They spend a lot of time on the livery. This one has a crooked wing. That's unfortunate. Oop, I just broke the wing. That's even more unfortunate. Okay, well, this is going to be getting some attention to fix that. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. And hopefully I can straighten it in that process. But Sparkies are fragile. These are definitely not toys. They are collectibles. Some of them do roll, some of them do not. This one does roll. Not that you could see that, or not that you need to see that, but it does roll. The newer ones seem to be better about rolling, but you're not going to play with this, as I just illustrated by breaking the wing on it. All right, let's see. Let's do these Greenlight Hot Pursuits. This is another pair of cars that I've had for probably 3 or 4 months at this point, and have never opened. And this Ford Galaxy, I love the Galaxy. And when I started collecting Greenlight, I really wanted to get a version of the Galaxy from them, and it seems like they hardly ever use this casting. In fact, this may be the only one, which is strange to me, because this is just an incredible car. It's absolutely awesome. Looks like it has a opening hood, maybe. Yep. So, see the engine in there. I would love to see them do like a classic stock car version of this. That would, because that is just those old 60s stock cars are just so cool. I'm not a big fan of NASCAR racing, even though I love racing, but I'm not a NASCAR fan. Except for the older ones. I do appreciate the cars from the 60s and 70s. After that, they get less and less interesting, up to the point to the modern cars are just utterly uninteresting. Although the cars that they're coming out for next year actually look pretty cool. Those show some potential to be a little more interesting. But the current generation of cars, not interesting at all. So this one is 1965 Westwood Police Force Galaxy. And this is an awesome model. I don't understand why Greenlight doesn't use this casting more often. It looks great. And this police version is fantastic. So this was an eBay purchase, and it was fairly pricey for a Greenlight. But I'm super happy to have that, because that is very cool. And then the other one, another classic police car, and this is the Phoenix Police Department. I live in Phoenix, so of course I had to track this one down. And I remember back when Phoenix police cars ran these kind of liveries. This is from 1967. That's a little bit before my time, but I am old enough to to know that, or to have seen similar liveries on police cars, maybe on a little bit newer vehicles than this one, but it is very familiar. So again, very nice. Have an opening hood. It's not gonna not going to want to open. That's about as far as it's going to go, and I am not going to force that. Grill looks nice. Light bar seems to be on there fairly straight. Might have a little bit of a rearward lean to it, but not too bad. And so this is, what was this, a Ford? Oh, just the Ford Custom. 67 Ford Custom. Yeah, so another police car that I'm super happy to just have in the collection. It means, you know, since I live in Phoenix, it's a little bit, it's a little extra special. Yeah, so the light bar's definitely got a little bit of a rearward lean to it, which is not at all uncommon on Greenlights, but wheels seem to be pretty decent. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on this. Beautiful. Happy to have it. Happy to finally get both of these out of the package. This one, why Greenlight? Why don't you do this casting more? It is so cool. So cool. Okay. Next, let's do, actually, before we do that, we have one more Greenlight. It's Mercury Cougar Eliminator. In what appears to be actually a light blue color. Very light blue, up to the point that it almost looks white. But I don't think this is white. I think it is a very light blue. And I love this casting. I collect Cougars, and I especially collect this this Greenlight casting. And this one looks pretty nice. Just a nice clean Eliminator color, stripes on the hood, and this has the later style hood with this centerpiece that reaches down between the headlights. But yeah, beautiful, excellent. Very happy to have this one added to the collection of Cougars, which is rapidly growing. So I love Cougars. Okay, now Johnny Lightnings. So we have the 1970 Mercury Cyclone spoiler. Nice blue color. This is, what series is this from? 2019 release 3. So this is an older release. And I actually found this in Hobby Lobby fairly recently. So Hobby Lobby definitely gets some interesting stuff in. And it wasn't something that had been hanging on their pegs for a long time. Because it was something new that had come in. And I apologize for needing to clear my throat. But this is very, very nice. Blue, kind of a lighter shade of blue. Opening hood that's not going to open real far. And Goodyear tires. And the typical kind of detail that you get on Johnny Lightnings. I always have a little bit of mixed feelings about Johnny Lightnings, because a lot of their castings tend to run on the small side or have a little bit of weird proportions to them. But some of them also look really good, and this one looks pretty nice. So cool, happy to have that. And I love this one, this 71 Ford Torino Cobra, and this is kind of a cream color, Wimbledon can't speak anymore, Wimbledon white. And this is from a newer series, 2021 release 2. And I believe I have both versions of this car now. This one was found in a Target. This Target carries Johnny Lightning now, if you weren't aware, which is great. Although, as with everything in Targets right now, they don't have any. Although, I've seen a lot more Johnny Lightning in Targets lately than I have Hot Wheels, which is crazy. But yeah, this one has very nice wheels. Look really good. Like the black on the back in this area has a license plate. Looks like it says 71 Cobra on it. And is it? Oh, it's an Arizona license plate. Grand Canyon State. Cool. And the Cobra. Got the Cobra in there in the middle, in here. That's cool. Zoom this back out. Just painted headlights. Stripe looks nice on the side. Cobra logo on the back. Yeah, this is cool. This is an example of a good Johnny Lightning. When Johnny Lightning's good, I really like them, but there's so many of them that I'm just really not a fan of. And then the last one is the 71 Plymouth GTX in orange. I think this is from the same set. Yeah, 2021 release 2. This is version B in Tor Red, which it actually looks much more orange to me than it does red. And I have, this was version B. I also have version A of this one too. But yeah, this looks really cool. These wheels look great. The chrome centers and black, gloss black on the rims with Goodyear tires, and the stripes on the hood. Nicely done pinstripe all along the side here. This is a fantastic looking car. Painted headlight detail. Not the best looking taillights in the world. That's unfortunate. That kind of ruins it, because those really do not look very good. I mean, at least they're there. It's better than them not being there. But they look almost like they're just stickers. They're not, but that's what they look like. So that's a little disappointing, because otherwise this is a great model. Nice flat black on the roof. And these wheels, again, the wheels, they look fantastic. Yeah, let's see. Can we see the license plate? 440 GTX Maryland plate, GTX logo. So, yeah. I mean, other than the taillights, it's very nice. Let's see. Can we get this hood open? Yeah. So there's a blue and red engine in there. Looks nice. Okay, cool. And then the last thing we have for today is this Matchbox 9-pack. I believe this is a fairly new release, and it does appear that this one has the correct exclusive in it. So last week I opened a 9-pack where I was very confused by the exclusive, which had an Audi R8 in it. But I was told by a couple people afterwards that it was supposed to be a Chrysler 300 because of the card art down here. And I had ordered it online, and I went and looked at the online seller, and their online pictures of it and their description, everything said that it was an R8. So I don't know. That was a brand new Matchbox 9-pack. So maybe Matchbox just has a general production mistake in that 9-pack, where they have not included the correct exclusive version, which is too bad. This one, however, does appear to be correct. So I have no room to put this down, so I'll just set it to the side. So first up, we have this glass truck. I have never seen this casting before. Don't know what it's called. Not sure I care what it's called. But there you go. That's in there. It's actually kind of cool in some way. Oh, that comes off. Interesting. But yeah, okay. Anyway, let's not waste any more time on that. And then we get this thing. What is this? Dune Dog, which is a Matchbox original off-road Jeep-like thing. Does this have a removable top? It does. This again, for a fictional car, it's actually kind of cool. Definitely not something I'm gonna collect or anything, but it's still cool. This Jeep, I do like this casting. I do kind of collect it, and this is a nice version, a nice metallic or pearl. I guess it's pearl white. And the Jeep, the graphics on the side look really good, and nothing on the back or the front, but yeah, this is a pretty cool version of this one. And I do like this one. I do collect it somewhat, not aggressively, but I will definitely keep the ones that I get. Then you have this is the Nissan Junior pickup, 1962 Nissan Junior, in this Diecast Liberation Movement livery, which I believe this is a reissue of this truck or something from a couple years ago, if I remember right, although I could be wrong. I do not have this, and I'm happy to have it. I think I have another version of this in a Sriracha, red Sriracha livery, which I've always liked. So this is cool. Happy to have this one. And, we get a Jeep. This is the Gladiator, yeah, in red. No detail on the front or the back, just on the side. This is pretty cool casting. I already have this one though, so it's not very interesting to me. And then you get a 33 Plymouth, and this is cool. I do not have this one. I don't think I have another version of this either. I think this is the first one. So I'm very happy to have this one, and this was definitely one of the motivators for me to pick up this 9-pack. Nice blue color. It doesn't seem to have any tampos on it. I guess it gets door handles. So it has side tampos, but there's just not much to it. Oh, in front. So this is a tampo. Oops. So you do get 3 tampo passes on it. Cool. Yeah, that one's very cool. Next up, this is the Honda Insight. Is that correct? Yes, Insight in a flat black. This is definitely not the most exciting car in the world, but it looks pretty good in this color. And it's going to be one of these Matchboxes that is nice detail on the front and the back. All you can really ask for. Maybe you could ask for a little bit more exciting vehicle, but it's not bad. So cool. And then another one that I really like, this Mazda Mx5 in a nice orange, like a pearl orange. Looks really nice. And again, detail on the back and detail on the front. Headlights look pretty good. Kind of a dark grayish interior. Interior doesn't look too bad on it. I like this casting a lot. The black one that they put out recently looks really good, but this one's not far behind. And actually, these wheels are kind of a goldish brass kind of color, which goes well with the orange. So this is nice. This is a very nice one. I like it quite a bit. And then the last one in the 9-pack, and the last one for this video, is this Cadillac CTS Coupe 2011 in a pearl white with detail, front detail and back detail. It looks like this one, the front detail's not great. The grille, well, I guess if you hold it at the right angle, it doesn't look too bad. No, the light is washing it out, which is unfortunate. So anyway, I like this one. Definitely happy to pick this one up. I think I have one other version of this, if I remember right. So it looks really good. Nice pearl white and detail where you want it. Nothing that you don't, which is what I love about Matchbox. So there you are. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.